Hi guys, happy Monday. So, I can't really find more on my Romanian roots, so, all that I know now is, if you guys know the, famous Olympic gymnast Nadia Comanici, or Comanici, it's my first cousin, so, hopefully, if you watch this, Nadia, come visit. We have food and coffee, so come visit and stay. We need you here. I need you here for this. So I don't know much more. I watched a lot of, I think I am from more up by Transylvania. So, and then I was looking, watching, back and forth between Vlad and, how he was in prison for 12 years, and wow. They went through hell. They really honestly went through hell, those people. So, but he was still considered a hero of his time, and people do still consider him a hero of that time, so it's just very different. Very, very different, so. Alright, we're just gonna go back into the Children of Cain, the Pickingill Craft, and it does kind of give way to a little bit of, Romanian paganism. So. But yeah, I will include a picture of Nadia now and then. Now you can definitely see the when I smile, you can see the future. You can definitely tell, and both of us were natural blondes. Don't look at this stuff right here or this. So yeah, we look was strangely. You can tell. You can definitely tell. So, but yes. Alright, so now in 1945, he allegedly joined a Hertfordshire coven that was a remnant of one of the 9. So he had contacted this group through his membership of a co-Masonic lodge. Now Liddell also says Gardner was sponsored to join the Masonic lodge by the astrologer, magician, and taromancer, Madeline Monsell Bean, aka Dolores North, or Madeline Sylvia Royals. Okay. So who this writer has been told by several independent sources had her own connections with the old craft before the Second World War. Now, Bill Liddell adds that in 1941, Gardner also became a member of one of the Cunning Lodges through a male colleague in the New Forest Coven. So he did have connections to the old craft. He just basically screwed it all up and created Wicca, and boom, here we are with Wicca. No offense to anybody that is a Wiccan or practicing Wiccan. So this lodge practiced a mix of Freemasonry, ritual magic, and traditional witchcraft. Now, Liddell claimed he was inducted into the same lodge in the 1950s. It featured pseudo-Masonic rites led by the master of the lodge, who was a ceremonial magician. Now, the circle was cast using a sword and charged with passages from the Key of Solomon. So Liddell says that Gardner's exposure to this lodge reinforced his focus on the horn god and the prominent role of the magus or master in the circle. And now that is really honestly what traditional craft is about. It's about the god. So it's God-oriented, big time. Now, historian and researcher of Wicca, Melissa Symes, has written about a collection of Gardner's early writings, currently in the possession of Carl Weskecki, the owner and managing director of Llewellyn Publications in the United States. A lot of people will crinkle their nose at Llewellyn Publications too. It's just a habit. Sorry in advance. Now, among these papers, probably compiled in the 1940s, is a ritual procedure for casting a circle. So the magus casts it with a sword and summons the mighty ones or elemental guardians of the quarters. Symes notes that an identical practice or procedure can be found in Gardner's occult novel High Magic's Aid, written in 1948-1949. In a manuscript he compiled called Ye Book of Ye Art Magical, that was a prototype of the Book of Shadows. So, I don't know about that, man. So both of these manuscripts feature extracts from the Key of Solomon, and this famous grimoire also appears in the novel as a source book for those of its characters who are ceremonial magicians. it's just so much. It's just so much it's like a melting pot. Alright, now Melissa Seams says that in ye book, the titles of Magus and Master are used to indicate the male role in the circle. However, in the 1950s, possibly through the influence of Dorian Valiente, the two titles were replaced by High Priest, and it is the High Priestess who became responsible for casting the circle without the use of a sword. So she also notes that the initiation rite in ye book calls for the master to initiate a male witch. I would rather be initiated by the master, honestly, for my own reasons. I think you guys can tell by the way I said that in my eyes. The smile, the grin. So, Syme Seams believes that the ritual in the Weshet document represents a transition from a male-oriented form of craft to a more female-based way of working. This suggests that the elements of ritual practice derived from the old craft did not survive into the form of Wicca that Gardner developed in the early 1950s, with the help of Doreen Valiente, who rewrote the Book of Shadows. So yeah, no, nothing about traditional craft. There's nothing about Wicca that is traditional witchcraft. So, this writer has also been told by several independent traditional sources that Gardner had some contact with an old coven on the Isle of Man, where the Witchcraft Museum he bought from the Devon cunning man, Cecil Williamson, there we go, now we're getting into traditional craft, who was later based, one of these sources, he said that Gardner was fully aware of the true secrets through this contact. So he must have had secrets passed down to him through Cecil Williamson, all of these people that he had contact with before he created Wicca. So, however, he knew that the public would never accept the old craft and its practices and beliefs. Despite this, he was eager to practice and promote witchcraft, and this already caused him problems with his parent coven. Gardner evidently decided to sanitize the craft. Oh gosh. A watered down fluffy version. To sanitize the craft and change it into a neo-pagan religion that would be more publicly acceptable and also have mass appeal to a wide range of spiritual seekers. So his creation of modern Wicca certainly had that result. In his correspondence with Professor Ronald Hutton, previously cited, Bill Liddell presented a version of historical witchcraft based on its alleged contacts with Arab magical sources. So it's literally, I mean, from Europe, it kind of gathered and formed and practiced, and it's still being practiced. So as we have seen, other writers such as the Sufi master Idrais Shah and the magician Rollo Ahmed had already made this connection. So Ahmed said, another effect of the Crusades was the mingling of Eastern and Western ideas and beliefs. Men who were prisoners of the Saracens, in particular, bringing back the theories and practices of Oriental magic, upon which much of the current witchcraft came to be based. So, very interesting. Very, very interesting. It gets better. Now, Ahmed goes on to refer to the heretical Knights Templar, who were charged with secret dealings, both spiritual and political, with the Saracens and worshipping a hermaphrodite goat god, Baphomet. Now, we're going to stop for there. So that is the accumulation of how Wicca was created. Yeah. So you guys, I mean, I know I have people on here that are Wiccan, so I mean, I don't mean any, offense, but, it's just me, and if you guys know me, which you do, then you know that's just me. So, do I have more paper? Oh, I do. Oh, cool. Alright, we will continue with this tomorrow. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better and better, so I'm very, very happy and very, very, I I'm feeling very spiritually connected and very spiritually whole, and kind of like a revival. I feel like I'm being revived, like inside myself, which, if that makes sense to you guys, that's amazing. If not, hopefully somebody understands what I'm trying to say. So, but yeah, I will include pictures. So yeah, I'm just still trying to, go back into my roots of, Romania. So I just wish I could find family members that, are from Romania. I mean, all of them are, except I don't know specifically where. So I don't know. I don't know if Nadia would even recognize me. So I mean, we've talked before a long time ago, so she knows. But I mean, I would just wonder, about how she sees, it's Christian or Catholic in Romania, and then we have Orthodox, Christian Orthodox. So it's a little bit different ritual, very high ritual, like Catholic masses, all that stuff. So very interesting, and there's very interesting stuff on YouTube about it too. The most famous witch of Romania, can't remember her name. I can't pronounce her. I can't speak Romanian at all. So me te iubesc. That means I love you. So me te iubesc. That's Romanian. That's the only thing I can say. Or besăm acula, which means kiss my. But yeah, I will include some pictures and some references if I can find them, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, but I'm doing my research. So alright guys, I hope you guys have a great day. Feed those ancestors. It's Monday. I love you all with all of my heart. Please be safe, be healthy, happy, and I love you all very much with all of my heart. All the way from Venus, all the way back down. So I will see you all tomorrow, and I love you all, and be safe.